What is good, gang? It is your boy Forrest Ripperton back at it again with another episode 2 of Forrest Talks. And this is where I talk about any and everything, any topic that's on my mind, any event that happened, anything. I talk about anything. I know a lot of people know me for fashion and clothes, and my first episode was about like thrifting and stuff like that. But the whole point of this podcast is to really just talk about any topic that's on my mind or any topic that you all want to see or hear me talk about. So, welcome if you're new. What's up, gang? If you already been locked in for forever, what's popping? So today's video is actually from my recent video, from my first episode, where I was talking about how people who thrift can dress better than most people. And someone in the comments, I'm going to go to the thing I screenshotted it. Oh, by the way, if you're new, also, I don't edit these videos. They're straight through like we're having an in-person conversation. So you won't have to worry about cuts or anything like that. But so this person had commented on the video, and I'm just going to read out loud what they said. So they said, thrifting also allows you to experiment with more with your taste because you're spending less. You're more willing to buy something that you wouldn't normally like because even if you don't end up wearing it that much, at least you didn't spend an arm and a leg on it. And then this is the part that I wanted to discuss. So they said, and then your statement of not looking to trends to decide on what to wear. I think we need to be more aware of how big a role trends and social media play in terms of our taste. I think a lot of things we like are influenced by this shit that causes trends. Wait, hold on. I think a lot of things we like are influenced by this shit because trends also introduce you to things you never would have discovered. Taste and style don't develop in a vacuum. So, I wanted to talk about that because in my last video, a part of it, I explained how when I get dressed, I don't think about what's in style or what the trend is. I just wear whatever I like. And I know it probably came off as, oh, don't wear trendy items or don't wear things that are popular. And that wasn't my take. I also had put in, because I posted it on my Instagram too, and I kind of like put it in the description or in the caption where I was like, I'm not saying that I don't wear trendy items or I won't wear popular items because we all have at least one piece in our closet that's kind of quote unquote popular. I was saying it as not basing my outfits and the way I get dressed on that. There's a lot of people that get dressed solely from trends. Like they're okay. They don't have their own self-identity when it comes to dressing. They're just like, okay, what is the trend? I'm only wearing that because if I wear something that's not in trend, I feel like I'm not going to be cool or I'm not going to get the likes or people not going to fuck with my outfits. That's what I was talking about when I was like, I never gotten dressed and thought about what the trend was. We have to acknowledge why trends are important in fashion. I don't want to downgrade that because or downplay that because trends definitely, like they said, trends definitely play an important role in fashion because to those who are still trying to figure out their style or try to figure out what they like, you can get something like that's already together. You know what I'm saying? You might just need that extra, that like that template. You might need something to just introduce you or get you interested in this stuff or get you, you know what I'm saying? Like you just need something to help you kind of develop your thing. It's kind of like with art where they say you got to copy something until you kind of figure out what you like to do until you start implementing your own or finding your own identity. So trends are definitely helpful, but they also aren't helpful at the same time. It's good and bad to damn near everything in life. So trends are good because they kind of show you what's popular. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of show you what is like the hot thing. And like they said, it can introduce you to some shit that you wasn't even thinking about. Like something from the 80s or something could be popular right now. And if it wasn't for that trend, that being a trend, then you wouldn't even be able to know about that. You know what I'm saying? And now you're introduced to some shit that you wouldn't even normally find or look into because you're so into whatever you're into. So trends definitely introduce you to newer things that you wouldn't naturally find. But also trends can mess it up for people because it's like, well, who are you when you get dressed? You know what I'm saying? Why did you get dressed? Like, too many people are getting dressed for everybody else. The whole art of getting dressed and putting shit on is to express how you feel and to represent your personality or to represent whatever you got going on in your world. That's the whole point of getting dressed. And trends and all this other stuff are like help to kind of make you figure it out. But me personally, I feel like the best way to indulge in fashion is to dabble in a bunch of stuff until you figure out what you like. Like, I've tried hella different styles. I still try hella different things now to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still on a journey of trying to figure out the stuff that I really, really like. It's a lot of things in my closet right now that I'm like, I'm not really into this anymore. And I'm about to start putting shit up on my Depop and things like that. So our style is forever evolving and trends are forever evolving and changing and stuff like that. But if you're only relying on trends, then it's a problem. But you can use trends as a tool. It is a tool. Like, fashion is such a like touchy topic because everybody has their fucking opinion. Like, everybody has this fucking opinion in fashion and they think that their opinion is the high mighty and nobody else. If you don't agree with them, then you are lame or this, that, and the third. That's the thing about fashion and people who are in this shit, bro. Like, everybody feel like they have this hierarchy of opinion and stuff when all this shit is subjective at the end of the day. Me giving my opinion on trends, someone can be like, well, fuck you. I like trends and I wear trends and I don't give a fuck. I stay on top of trends all day long. I don't care. Which is cool. Like, I'm not on here. I just want to let everybody know I'm not on here to tell you how to dress. I'm not on here to tell you what to wear. I'm just telling you my opinions on the things that I indulge in and what I feel like is cool and what's not cool. Some people agree, some people don't. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I might say something in this video or in another video that I might contradict in another video where I'm like, well, yeah, because I'm evolving. We all human at the end of the day. We might like some shit today that we're not going to like tomorrow. That's just how it is. I just feel like when it comes to trends and fashion and stuff, like, example, would you call like baggy clothing or baggy jeans or whatever, would you call that like a trend now? Like, all right, before we get to the baggy jeans, Sambas. So everybody knows that Sambas have been, like the Adidas Sambas, everybody knows that shoe has been around for a pretty long ass time. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really that popular. It was popular at one point when Jerry Lorenzo was wearing them and stuff like that at one point in fashion. And then it kind of died down. Then it got popular again most recently. And you couldn't get on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that and not see somebody wearing a pair of Sambas. So was that a trend? I think you can call that a trend, right? So was that good or was that bad? It's good because it introduced a lot of people to the Samba and the simplicity of the shoe and allowed people to kind of have a base of what they want to wear. So someone who didn't really know how to dress or didn't really know what they liked, and they seeing a lot of people talk about this Samba, now it gave them a shoe that they didn't even know about, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go buy me a pair of Sambas and see what I can do. I saw one of my favorite influencers wear them, or I saw someone on the street wearing them, and I liked the way that they had them on. So I'm gonna go buy these, and I'm gonna go see if I fuck with them. So now this person is gonna go get some Sambas. They about to put a fit together, and they're gonna take a picture in it or something like that, and they're gonna feel cool or something, or they're going to get them and be like, you know what, these not what I like. You know what I'm saying? So that's how trends can help you. It introduce you to something that you wouldn't normally know about, and it also can help you realize what you don't like at the same time, because if Sambas wasn't popular, you wouldn't have, like, I don't know, like you wouldn't have known that you didn't like that, or if you didn't, it's like I didn't know about this now. Now I'm curious. Let me see if there's something I can implement into my style or not. You know what I'm saying? So fashion is just about like trying different stuff and just literally trying a bunch of different shit, bro. Like for real. That's really what this fashion shit is about. Just trying and being experimental and just being like, what do I want to try today? You know what I'm saying? It's a playground, bro. You're supposed to have fun with this stuff. And I know it's crazy because a lot of things that like are on the low or not as popular and stuff like that become trends because either high fashion brands or do something at fashion week or some shit like that, or they'll drop some shit and now that becomes a trend. Or I don't know, like I said, one of your favorite influencers or somebody will wear something and then all of a sudden it just blows up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the Sambas blew up so much how they did. I really don't. If someone knows how that happened, how they blew up again recently, I really want to know how did they like blow up so much, because that was like a trend. And I'm trying to figure out, is this still a trend? I like Samba still quote unquote trendy now, because I don't see people talking about them that much, but I know at one point, like a couple months ago, those were the it shoe. I even made some YouTube videos about them, but I was wearing Sambas a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? So it's certain people and that's another thing about trends too. Like you personally could have like a certain style that you've been wearing for so long, and either one, people were shitting on and was like, what do you got on? Or nobody really was paying attention to your shit, and you felt like you had your own identity when it comes to clothes. And then now that thing that you've been doing becomes a trend, and then now you feel like, damn, now I'm gonna look like I'm trying to follow the trends when I was doing this when nobody was even giving a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that get tricky too, because it's just like, damn, now when you get dressed or if you take a fit pic or whatever like that, you feel like, damn, now I gotta try something else out or something. I don't know, because I don't know, me personally, like, don't get me wrong, like I said, I follow trends sometimes, like not full on, but like I'll see a trend going on and I'll decide whether or not this is something cool that I will want to implement or I want to try. And then I'll try shit out. But like, I just lost my train of thought. I'm not even gonna lie. But like, damn, what the fuck was I talking about just now? That's that fucking ADHD, bro. I just be like forgetting. When I'm talking about trends, I'll see something that I like. Damn. I hate when that happens, bro. Like when you forget what you were talking about, and I'm not editing or anything. So now it's just like we sit here in an awkward situation and try to figure out what I was talking about. I was talking about Sambas. I don't know. I think whatever I was trying to say was, I don't know. Let's just go into baggy jeans. Like baggy jeans and baggy clothes. I've always liked baggy stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I was wearing skinny shit, like skinny jeans. I feel like everybody at some point, if you've been in the fashion of clothes, you wore skinny jeans or you wore different shit like that. But like, people who wore baggy clothes, once it became popular, I know they was like, damn, bro, like at one point y'all was just talking crazy. Like people used to really shit on people who wore baggy clothes and who sagged their jeans or who wore like this skater look and all this other stuff. But then it becomes trendy and now it's cool and everybody can be accepted into it and stuff like that. So it kind of, I made this video to kind of give props to trends, and I'm hoping that that's what is coming off as I talk. Because trends are good for fashion, but they're also bad. But they are good at the same time. Like running shoes, like the New Balance 1906. I remember seeing somebody on my Instagram that I follow that's into fashion. He had a pair of them joints on, and I asked him, I was like, damn, where you get those from? And he showed me, and then I went and bought them. This was before they was popular on the internet and stuff, before all these collabs was going crazy or anything like that. So when I bought them, I'm like, damn, these is hard. Like, I'm taking pictures in them and all that other stuff. I'm not seeing nobody else wearing them joints. And then I'm starting to see it get popular. And then I'm starting to see like collabs and stuff like that. And then now the shoe is all over the place. And then you kind of be like, damn. Like it feels good. Like, I don't know. It feels good to have a thing that you're into that nobody else is really on like that. That shit feels good. Because it's like, damn, I don't got to worry about going out the crib and really seeing people wearing this shit, or I don't got to worry about going on the gram and seeing people wearing this stuff or nothing like that. Like, we like exclusivity. Like, we like to feel like we the only people or few people that know about shit, that like for some reason we just really love that. So then when things get heightened and more popular and on the eyes, it's like, damn, bro, fuck. Like, because it kind of take that essence away from it. But then it gives love to shit that should have been getting love in the first place. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know, bro. Trends, all in all, trends are for sure helpful to the society. And I don't want to shit on people who follow trends because, like I said, y'all might see me wearing some shit that is trendy. And it may be trendy. Like, I may have already been wearing some shit that's trendy now. You probably won't even know unless you've been following me. Or it's something that got trendy that I wasn't even wearing, but now I'm interested in it because I'm like, going back to the point I was saying, trends introduce you to some shit. Like, it introduces you to stuff. So now I'm introduced to something that I wouldn't even normally see. So now I'm like, ooh, I fuck with this. Like, I like this. It's okay to like stuff. So certain trends you're going to like, certain things you're not going to like. You just play around with it, and that's what fashion is about. It's just playing around with your ideas, playing around with shit, trying things that you normally wouldn't try. Yeah. Yeah, man. Trend, like, yeah. Trend is nothing wrong with trends, bro. And also, since I got you here, I also want to let y'all know, and I think I tried to make it obvious in the last video, but I'm not a person that only thrifts. Like, I like designer clothes. It's okay. Like, I never want y'all to feel like when I'm talking about certain topics that I'm just downplaying another thing or shitting on something, because I consume all types of different things. I wear all types of different stuff. I'm into a lot of different things. So if I'm talking about people who thrift, dress better and stuff like that, or I talk about thrifting, that doesn't mean that I don't like designer clothes. That doesn't mean that I don't wear this other stuff. Like, I'll go into a Dover Street Market. I'll go into a H. Lorenzo. I'll go into Balenciaga and all this other stuff and look at some pieces and be like, damn, this is hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just because I talk highly about one thing in a certain video, or I talk about one thing highly in one setting, doesn't mean that it's me shitting on the other thing. That's just something that I'm talking about right then and there. Like, I like clothes, I like fashion, so I indulge in all types of different things within it. So never think that I'm downplaying or talking down on other things. Like, I know people who don't like thrifting at all who can dress. You know what I'm saying? My whole take on it was just like, if you come from that thrifting culture, or if you come from thrifting, or if you just got into thrifting or anything like that, you'll realize how much it helps you dress better. You'll realize how it makes you think. So now, even if you slow down on thrifting and you start to buy more designer stuff or name brand or whatever, you'll realize that that thrifting portion of your life helped you in that world. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm slowly getting into wanting to buy more designer pieces and stuff like that. But me being into the thrifting world has allowed me to look at designer pieces a lot differently than the average person, because some people look at the designer pieces as end all be all. Like, okay, I'm gonna wear it like I saw they styled it, or I'm gonna wear it like I see everybody else wearing it. But from my like thrifting mindset, I'll see a piece that's a designer piece and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna wear it like this. Or you mix it in, like you could mix the Balenci with the fucking thrifted tee or some, like you could do shit like that, bro. Like, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, just because I'm talking about one thing in particular in a video or something doesn't mean I'm talking down on another thing. It's just like, I'm not one of them like fashion niggas like where what I say goes, like, no, this is right, whatever you say is wrong. Like, I'm not one of them type of dudes, bro. Like, I really am open to anything, bro. I could recognize a style. I could recognize a trend. I could recognize certain stuff that looks cool. I could recognize it and be like, oh, that's cool. Like, I fuck with that, but it's not for me. Like, I'm able to do that. Some people aren't able to do that. Some people are looking at things only in their perspective and being like, I don't like that. That shit ass. But it's like, you should be able to look at a piece of art or look at clothing or look at an outfit and give it its recognition and give it its praise and be like, damn, that's a cool piece, but I don't need that. I learned that the hard way when it came to like consuming products. Like, I would buy clothes and I would buy stuff because I'm like, oh my God, I really like the way that looked. And then a month later, I'm like, I don't even like this like that. I was just so like hypnotized by, not even hypnotized, I just really liked the piece, but I didn't realize that that was a piece that I wouldn't really incorporate in my wardrobe that much, and I could have just admired it from afar. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on that, because I have this like mentality in my head where it's like, nah, I gotta like try it though. Like, I gotta have it first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I need to have it to let myself know that I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tricky, bro. The way I consume clothes and fashion and just life, the way I just do a lot of shit is just so weird to me. And sometimes when I do stuff, I be looking at myself like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like something's wrong with you. Like, I don't know, bro. There's something wrong with me for real, but I don't know, bro. End all be all. I just wanted to say trends. It's nothing wrong with trends. And shout out to the person who sent that. What was your? I want to say your name on here. It says MOR3NA, so Moreno or something like that. Shout out to you for making that comment. And like I said, if y'all comment in the comment section, I'm gonna speak on them in the next topic or in the next video, or I'm gonna just respond via comments and stuff like that. So I want to make this like a conversational thing. We're in the early video stages of the podcast. So, you know what I'm saying? We only going to elevate and get better. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them and shout out to everyone who's been commenting underneath the stuff. I just like making conversations. Like I want to make things that people talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like this is stuff that I'm interested in and things that be on my mind. And I know I'm not the only person thinking about this stuff or who has an opinion about this. Like I said, also, I don't want to just talk about fashion stuff. I'm just naturally going to talk about certain things that's in fashion or topics about fashion because, I mean, that's just the world that I live in. But I'm going to also talk about a bunch of different shit that's on my mind. Like, I'm going to talk about the music I listen to. I'm going to talk about certain foods I like. I'm going to talk about any topic that I seen on Instagram that was interesting. Like, I'm really going to talk about a bunch of stuff that interests me or that I have conversations with people about or that I know that y'all would probably, that I'm kind of curious on how y'all take is. Like, I'll just be curious about a lot of stuff. So just expect a lot of different things, like topics for me to talk about on here. I really do enjoy talking to y'all and having like a back and forth with y'all about certain things. It just be fun. Like I be in DMs talk, like people would send me stuff on Instagram and be like, what you think about this? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like I like that. I like that community where we are able to just talk about certain things. This is not one of those. This is a safe place for us to talk about things and not be judgmental or feel like one person is right or wrong. Like I'm not that type of person at all, bro. I want the air to be free of judgment and free of thought and opinions, bro. I'm open to everybody's opinion. Everybody has an opinion. As long as you're not on here on no like hating troll, like big trolling, hating stuff, then we could talk about damn near anything, bro. But yeah, let me know y'all opinions on trends. Like, do y'all follow trends ever, or do y'all just try to stay away from trends as much as possible? Like I said, it definitely gets tricky when you've been doing something already and then it becomes a trend, and then now you got to figure out like what you want to do with that information. That kind of gets tricky because it's like, damn, I was already doing this shit, and now everybody else on this shit. So now it look like I wasn't even really on it at first. I feel like it looked like I was just blah blah. But it's like at the end of the day, bruh. Going back to the first video topic, like, bro, you can wear whatever you want to wear for real, bro. You could do whatever you want to do. Nobody's opinion really matters at the end of the day but yours. I could go outside right now and wear a motorcycle helmet with all of my outfits. Somebody gonna be like, bro, why the fuck are you wearing a fucking motorcycle helmet, bro? Like, why are you doing that? Some people are gonna say that, like, but if you really don't care about anything people is talking about, you're gonna wear that helmet and until you don't want to wear it no more. So that's really the power of fashion and getting dressed and stuff like that, is being able to have the I don't give a fuck attitude to it, to where it's like, I like this is what I'm wearing. You don't even got to think about nobody else. It's like, ooh, I like this, I'm wearing it. Like, and that's it. Like, it shouldn't be nothing else. I like this, I'm gonna wear it. I don't like that, I'm not gonna wear it. That's a cool outfit, I wouldn't wear it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's also funny though when we all can, as a collective, recognize something that's not tough or that's not hard. Like when we all can look at a picture or look at an outfit or look at a piece and collectively be like, that shit wasn't it. Like that'd be funny to me, because even then it's somebody else, another group somewhere else that's saying, I actually really like this though. You know what I'm saying? So it just be, everything is just perspective, bro. Like nobody is right or wrong in this whole world. The only thing that's kind of right or wrong, I guess, is like law and shit like that. Like if you do certain things, you get locked up or stuff like that. I guess that's the only thing that's kind of not really perspective. But everything else, especially like in this art creative world, all this shit is subjective, bro. And it's always somebody that's gonna like something. It's always gonna be somebody that don't like something. It's always gonna be something that's trendy that you might like. It's always gonna be something that's trendy that you don't like. It's always gonna be some shit that's not trendy. Like, it's just always gonna be something, bro. Like, you just gotta do whatever you want to do and not give a fuck about nothing else. For real, for real. Like, that's really the secret to all this shit, bro. Just do you and keep it moving, bro. Real shit. Like, do you and keep it moving. That's the best way to go about this shit. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about trends, bro. Like, also, what's a trend that y'all really into right now? Or what's a trend that y'all hate right now? I do want to know that. Let me know some trends that y'all into. Let me know some trends that y'all not into. Or let me know something that you wish would be a trend. Like, that's the thing about trends. Like, it's certain things that you want to be trends. Like, damn, I wish people was onto this. Like, I wish people could, like, see this thing that I'm into and be on it. Like, I wish it was popular. That's also another thing too about trends. You could want something to be trendy because it's something that you like so much. Now you're like, damn, I wish more people knew about this stuff. And then once it becomes a trend, now you're like, yes, I'm glad this is finally like a thing that people can accept and understand and like. So it's just plus and minuses to this shit, bro. But yeah, let me know what's some trends that y'all fucking with right now, and let me know some that y'all not fucking with, and let me know something that you wish more people knew about when it comes to like clothes or fashion or art or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even artists, like, let me know some people that y'all feel like is slept on, for real, for real. But yeah, man, thank you for pulling up to the second episode of Force Talks, man. And I'll see y'all in the next video. You dig?